Just walking up to Checkatrade Awards where Nixon's going to win. He's going to win his Rising Star Award. So it's looking a bit funky. We don't know what to expect, but we'll see how we go on later. They've got a bit of music in here. We went to the wrong end last bit. This is Billy Norman Hunter. So it's another that's another positive because Norman Hunter or Barnsley manager. Oh, here he is. My relation Jack Charlton. Well, we've just had a starter. It was Caesar salad. Like a rabbit in headlights, poor kid. He can't eat it, he's trying to chew his food and it won't go down because he's that nervous. Oh, poor lad, eh? And that's where he's got to go. He's got to go up there and do a speech when he wins. He's up against, it's a 1 in 3 chance of winning. And we've seen some signs, haven't we, that he's going to win. Obviously, I'm really lucky. He's been rubbing me arm. Get some luck off me. I think we're in with a chance. Rising star. So I think it's a bit of watch this space. It's quite efficient. We've got 3 bottles of red, a 3 bottle of white, and there's 7 or 8 bottles of Heineken in a tub. Nobody's touching red, so let me get him out of here. That's Damp Sam. I'll see you in a bit when I've got a traffic cone on my head, probably.
Award, sponsored by Vistaprint. The finalists for this are Nixon Johnson, All Dry Damp Proofing Limited. Jordan Cox, JN Developments. Ryan Foley, RGF Joinery. Now, this trade stands out as a rising star by receiving nominations for being resilient and determined, overcame a disrupted start to his apprenticeship during COVID-19, navigating course changes and multiple tutors to successfully achieve his level 2 qualification. Self-motivated and ambitious, took his own initiative to further his career by purchasing a van and completing a PCA damp technician course shortly after finishing college. Team player and independent, now undertakes jobs solo while contributing positively to the team environment. And the winner of the Rising Star Award, sponsored by Vistaprint, Nixon Johnson. One more time for Nixon. Next up.
So, after all the celebrations of last night, back at home now, reflecting on Nixon's win, which you'll have watched and seen him get it. So my thoughts is this: I had a really good feeling about it. We saw some things on way there. So there were a factory, and his name were up in lights. Johnson's second name were up in lights. We're in Norman Hunter stand. Norman Hunter used to be manager of Barnsley, promoted him. And then when I heard what they were reading out, I knew straight away because that's what I wrote to them. So that's why I turned the camera on Nixon. What a brilliant night! So one of me, I've been to lots of different award ceremonies over the years, and anybody that's in Checkatrade, if you're a member, or if you've got if you've got one of the memberships, you trade on there, I'd say definitely go in for one of the awards in your area. If you get nominated, you get 2 free tickets for a meal. Now, the cost to buy a ticket is 175 quid, and food was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I've been to corporate days at Leeds' Elland Stadium, but I've been to other side in main stand, and food that they had last night were 10 times better than what we've had before. Even though it were nice, they fetched a piece of meat out with some potato, and it just fell off it. Well, it just fell apart when you touched it with a fork. It was that tender, and jus or gravy that it were in were absolutely gorgeous, and a bit of carrots and stuff, and then potato. It was just to die for. It's not very often that I go to these do's and weddings and things like that, and I finish every course. So I did starter, main, and pudding was like a Black Forest gateau thing, but done gorgeous. Beer on table, so nobody was drinking red wine on our table. I had a full bottle of red wine. There were bottles of beer in like a bucket with ice in it. There were a bottle of white on table, I think a couple of glasses, and that didn't all get drunk. You got a drink as you went in, so you got a token, you got a bottle as you went in, and then when Nixon won, he gets a trophy. And by the way, them trophies, compared with ones we've won in past, is just a lot more modern, just aesthetically nice. So he'll be proud of his trophy. That'll sit nice in their house. We've got a bottle of champers. Oh, I'll just show you it. So Nixon give me champers. So we'll be having that at New Year, probably, or Christmas. And he gets to go do it all again. So he's going to London, that near London, at Wembley. I mean, their lasses were in and out him whether she's going to go, but I've told him we'll pay for his hotel. All he's got to do is get down there, and he gets 2 days off to go. So, and I think he's a chance of winning national title. And that'll be a brilliant night for him, because I think there's going to be even more people there at Wembley. So, and reason why he got nominated, he's a really good lad. You know what I mean? And it started off with me just after COVID, and he were a bricklayer, doing bricklaying after he just left school, and Barnsley College messed him around that much. I took him on and said he could still do bricklaying, but Barnsley College won't let him, because they said that we were a damp proofing company, he won't get enough hours and stuff like that. And they were just pains in arses. Luckily, it worked out right for him, because he went on his plastering course. Government shafted me for £3,000. I took him on just after COVID for £3,000 as an apprentice. But then they said, because he didn't start following September, because I let him finish his year, his course, they said that he'd started too late and he went outside rules. So I missed out on £3,000. But he's done his time, passed his plastering exams with I think he got distinctions, and then he's done his technicians training. He's passed that with PCA, and now he's won this award. So it's onwards and upwards for him. He's a good lad, and hopefully he'll get this national one. So if everybody can, if you see him down at London, buy him a drink, because he'll be nervous. So yeah, all in all, what a brilliant night. My only bugbear, again, anything that I don't like, and I emailed Checkatrade last year. Last year they didn't have plastering as a trade. That weren't in. They've included it this year. This year they said they'd covered all industry. Well, they hadn't. There's no preservation company or damp company or damp technician or whatever you want to call it. There's no way for us who advertise on Checkatrade as in preservation, mould and all that kind of stuff. There's no way for us to win a normal award. And there's lots of companies that do damp work. I'm not saying that they're all qualified, but there's a lot of companies that do damp work that advertise on Checkatrade. And I think it'd be a popular category. Obviously, we're going to have to win it. I was going to have an egg on my face. But next year, hopefully, there'll be a category for damp. So, great night had by all, and fingers crossed for London.